Hey Aquarius, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot. I'm coming at you guys with your mid-April, 15th through the 30th, mid-month tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in the comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok, you're more than welcome to. All that information is going to be linked down in the description box down below, alright? I hope you guys are having a good morning. I hope you're having a great start to your day, and let's take a look here and see what we got for your mid-April 2021 tarot reading. So, messages for my Aquarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2021. What do we got coming in here for Team Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout mid-April 2021. All right, Team Aqua, shit. Y'all came through pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll take a look here and see what we got going on, all right? Hopefully, we got some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's take a look, okay? Aquarius, overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Four of Pentacles. So there's something here that's trapped, locked, buried away, something that you do not want to release, something that you do not want to open into the world. Okay, so this could be something that you're holding back, or this could be something that you wanted to bury away because you are not in a place where you wanted to face it. Taking a look at your current energy, Eight of Cups, walking away from something, person you're dealing with, King of Pentacles, and then the outcome that's present, we got here the Emperor. For some of you, I'm hearing you're walking away from your responsibility to be a healer. I'm not sure what that means to you personally. There could be somebody out here who's an Aquarius who has some sort of spiritual calling. Maybe you are in a space right now where you're feeling like going through the dark night of the soul is way too difficult for you to accomplish. You may feel like it's incredibly hard. It's like too incredibly hard of a task for you to be able to take on for yourself. So you may be walking away from your calling. You're just in a space right now where it's like, I don't believe I can do this. I don't feel like I can do this. I just want to be a normal person. So for some of you guys, you might be in a space right now where you're actually burying away your spiritual ability to heal. Interesting. So that's probably for one Aquarius out there. That's not the general sense of what I'm reading for. But if there is an Aquarius out there who is involved in spirituality and who does have the gift of healing, this may be the second half of the month, which is time for you to unlock that Four of Pentacles. It's time for you to re-unlock that gift and get back into the energy of healing others, because you need to heal yourself, okay? Now, moving into the more general sense of what I'm seeing, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, there is something within you that you're walking away from. There is something within you that you're not willing to face. And I think that it is some sort of responsibility here in your life. Interesting. I'm not sure what this responsibility is about. Let's clarify the King of Pentacles, okay? Why is the person that Aquarius is dealing with showing up as the King of Pentacles? Keep in mind, the King of Pentacles might not be a person. It might just be what you're dealing with. So why is what Aquarius is dealing with the King of Pentacles? And what do we got? We got here the Seven of Cups, and we got here the Justice card. Yeah, so there's something here that I feel is incredibly confusing for you. Something here feels like a responsibility, but at the same time, I don't think you're willing to face it. I don't think you're willing to fight it. Let's clarify the Emperor. Sorry guys, your reading's coming out just a little bit foggy, so let me get some clarification cards going, and then we'll get a better storyline, okay? Let's clarify the Emperor, and what do we have? The Five of Pentacles, and lastly, let's clarify the Eight of Cups. What is Aquarius walking away from? And we got here the Knight of Cups in reverse. Interesting. I never have reversals in this deck, so I find that interesting that this one came out reversed. So looking at the energy so far, I think you're walking away from some sort of aspect of connecting with yourself. And the thing is that when we connect with ourselves, guys, there's so many different layers of who we are. There's sides of ourselves that are happy. There's sides of ourselves that are sad. There's sides of ourselves that are angry, right? When we look at all of who we are, there's so many different emotions and there's so many different aspects of us. And I truly think that one aspect that you're walking away from, that you're kind of refusing to accept, is the aspect of your healing, your pain. The part of you that is not super content and not super happy. I think that the Four of Pentacles was your pain. You've locked that away in a cage a long time ago, and you're trying to find a way to release it, but at the same time, it's not something that you feel is worth it. So I think a lot of you guys here are kind of running away from your pain when your responsibility is to heal it. Because the King of Pentacles is the energy of you're responsible to heal your pain, but you also owe it to yourself because you deserve to live a good life, you know? You deserve to be happy. And, you know, you're never going to be happy when you have pain always resurfacing. It doesn't matter how hard you work to try to bury pain away. It doesn't matter how hard you work to try to move on from pain without doing the healing work. It's always going to resurface. 6 of Swords. So I think that's kind of the reminder coming in for you guys throughout the second half of April. It's like no matter what I do, I can try to avoid the things that are hurting me. I can try to avoid it as much as I can, but it's always going to be a part of me. And I have to be willing to accept myself whole and completely. The part of me that's happy, but also the part of me that's devastated. The Tower card. You know? Everybody has that side to them, right? Everybody has the light side and the dark side. Everybody has the happiness in them and the sadness in them. Everybody has that aspect. And if you have to accept who you are wholeheartedly, you have to be willing to commit to accepting both sides of yourself. So Aquarius, I think there is some deep pain here that hasn't really been acknowledged by you for quite a long time. I think that you've been trying to bury it away as much as you can and trying not to pay attention to it and trying to focus on just living your happily ever after life. But I think that it's hard to really accept who you are when you choose not to accept the pain that you're going through, you know? So I feel like in the second half of April, the only way to really feel whole and complete in who you are is accepting all aspects of yourself, even the part of yourself that's suffering, even the part of yourself that's going through incredible pain. I think that there is a responsibility here for you to heal, but you have to recognize why healing is a responsibility. It's not a responsibility because people want you to heal and people want you to be happy. It's that you owe it to yourself to be happy because everybody deserves greatness. Everybody deserves a positive and amazing life. And you could be the person who can give that to yourself. Nobody else could give you happiness. Nobody else can give you an amazing life. Only you can actually be able to do that for yourself. And in a way, we always owe it to ourselves to live our best lives and to do everything that we can in our power to be the best people we can be for us. You know? When you love and accept who you are wholeheartedly, you make a promise to yourself to be the best version of yourself you can be, you know? Moving forward from this, we kind of got like a freehand channeling going on. We got here the Ace of Cups, and we got here the Nine of Pentacles, yeah. So in order to truly love yourself, you even have to love the parts of you that are hurt. Four of Swords. You even have to love the parts of yourselves that you keep locked away and that you walked away from. So Aquarius, I think what you're realizing in mid-April here is that if I want to love myself wholeheartedly, if I want to love directly who I am, I have to be willing to love every aspect of myself, even the aspects of myself that I locked away, even the pain that I locked away, the heartbreak that I pushed away, you know, all the stuff that I chose not to focus on any longer. In order to truly love myself, I have to accept all of that, including my pain. You know, I have to be willing to own everything that I went through and everything that I'm going through. So why is this message coming out for Aquarius? What is it that they really needed to know throughout mid-April? Why is this message coming out for Aquarius? What do they really need to know throughout April? We got here the Ten of Wands. We also got here the Chariot reversed. We got here the Ten of Cups. And we got here the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. So I kind of feel like, I guess what the universe is trying to say, or spirit, whatever you call it, Aquarius, it's like if you want to move forward onto a path, you have to be willing to accept yourself wholeheartedly. But if you want to stay stuck, by pushing away your pain, that's exactly what's going to happen. So by refusing to heal, guys, it's not going to send you in the direction you want to go into. It's only going to send you in a direction of more suffering. And that's something that I talk about oftenly. If you guys watch my daily readings, I usually talk about the need to feel in order to heal. In regards to healing, healing is what puts you forward. It's what gets you to new paths. It's what allows you to have new experiences. You know, when we're stuck in our pain or avoiding our pain, what ends up happening is that pain will always resurface. We could try to bury pain, but it will only get buried for so long until it resurfaces again. You know, I make this joke pretty oftenly, but every time you try to push away your pain, eventually it comes back up and traps you in a corner and beats the crap out of you like it's Floyd Mayweather, you know? Your pain will go ahead and fuck you up. It's always going to resurface, no matter how much we try to bury it. So with that being said, the only way to truly move forward and be free from this pain is by healing it. Because the more you bury it, it's just a temporary numbing solution, and then it comes back out to hurt you. So we don't want repetitive cycles of being hurt. Instead, we want to clear that cycle, clear that pain, in order for you to move forward and for you to release something that no longer serves you. Now, 10 of Cups and 7 of Pentacles. This is what you want, Aquarius. You want to grow, okay, into a 10 of Cups energy. An energy of emotional fulfillment, an energy of happiness, an energy where you look at your life and you're very content and at peace with everything that you have, especially at peace with yourself. You want to live a life where you accept yourself wholeheartedly and you're no longer suffering. You want to be happy. You want to be looking at everything in your life, having a smile on your face, waking up every morning and just appreciating everything that you have. So in order to get there, you have to do the work to let go of what's holding you back to get there in the first place. And what is holding you back here, Aquarius, is whatever this pain is that you're keeping locked away. Whatever this pain is that you're not confronting, okay? So just keep that in mind, guys. And even though this is incredibly general reading, because I don't know what your pain is personally, and I think that's personal to you, you know? For some of you Aquariuses, you could be dealing with pain from an ex, you could be dealing with pain from your childhood, you could be dealing with pain from a recent event that happened. So, you know, that's going to be up to you. That's your own personal journey to heal through. But I guess what the main focus is, or what needs to be focused for the second half of the month, is that the more that you avoid whatever this pain is, the more of an ability it's going to have to hurt you. Okay? So I definitely don't think there's much to go further here, Aquarius. I felt like maybe we were going to have more to this message, but I don't really think more to this message is going to come out. We've already pulled quite a few cards already. So to sum it up, whenever you try to bury your pain, it's always going to resurface and hurt you. So when you bury your pain, you actually trap yourself in a cycle of pain. But when you focus on healing it and feeling it, that's how you release yourself from that cycle. Now, a lot of people are going to ask, well, how do I heal my pain? How do I heal in general? Well, feeling is healing. Instead of burying that pain away, confront it. Let your body process it. Let your mind process it. Let your soul process it. You know, it's okay to face pain. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to cry. It's okay to be angry. You know, we have emotions in our body for a reason, because emotions are there to let us know what's wrong, and they're there to help us through the process of what it is we're experiencing. So Aquarius, for whatever happened in your past, or if something happened recently that hurt you, you're allowed to be and feel however the fuck you feel about it. If you're angry, you're allowed to be in the energy of anger. If you're upset, you're allowed to be in the energy of being upset. If you're numb, okay, you are allowed to feel a little numb. But at the end of the day, feeling is what will be healing. You always have to be willing to feel whatever it is that you're going through emotionally, because that's the body's way of processing what happened to you in order to be able to let it go, okay? So when people usually ask me, how do you heal? You have to process it. And how do you process it? You feel your emotions. You feel your pain, you know? When people tell you to grieve, they don't tell you, oh, just forget about the person you loved who passed on. They tell you, grieve. You know, cry, miss that person, think about the good moments that you had with them. You know, you have to process whatever it is that you went through, okay? So Aquarians, I think the second half of April, I feel, is that you need to take time to grieve, and you have to take time away from fighting. You know, you're fighting for your happiness, but you're not going to attain that happiness if you don't let yourself grieve. You're fighting for your peace of mind, but you're not going to attain your peace of mind if you don't give yourself that moment to grieve. And of course, if this doesn't resonate with you guys, that's totally cool. But if it is your story, and if it is emotional for you, that's okay. If any of you guys are getting emotional right now, that's okay. Let yourself feel it, right? What is the outcome that we got here for Aquarius throughout mid-April, please? 2021. We got here the Hangman card. We got here the Seven of Swords. And we got here the Three of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. You know, Aquarius, if you don't confront your pain, you're doing yourself a disservice, you know? If you don't confront your pain, you're keeping yourself stuck in a cycle of pain. Because by not confronting it, that means you're only giving it the power to resurface and hurt you, and then you're going to bury it away, and then it's going to come back up and resurface and hurt you. By ignoring your pain, you're getting thrown in a cycle of pain. But you can do something about it. Page of Pentacles. You just have to be willing to reach out to that part of yourself that's hurting, nurture it, heal it, feel it, and wait to see what the future will be. I'm not telling you guys it's going to be easy, Nine of Swords. It's never easy facing your pain. It's never easy feeling whatever had hurt you or whatever made you angry. Grieving is not an easy process, but it is a process that's going to allow you to manifest the life you were looking for. It is a process that's going to allow you to let go of what you've been holding on to in order to bring you to where you want to go. Okay? So I feel like a lot of you guys here have been fighting for your peace of mind. You've been fighting for your happiness. You've been doing everything in your power that you can. But the main blockage that is blocking you from receiving the happiness you want is by ignoring what's already hurting you. It's by ignoring what is dark in you. It's about ignoring what is tearing you down. So you got to be willing to feel that, heal that, work through that. And once you release whatever's been holding you back here energetically, you'll therefore be able to grow and go to wherever you want. You'll be able to get your 10 of Cups and get your happiness, because the only thing that's standing in the way of your happiness is you neglecting yourself. So take some time to grieve here, Aquarius. Don't neglect that side of yourself. You have to accept yourself wholeheartedly. The sides of yourselves that is sad, the side of yourself that's happy, the side of yourself that's content. We got to accept all of who we are. But if there is any parts of ourselves that is being neglected, that's us not accepting who we are wholeheartedly. So don't neglect yourself. Take the time here to grieve, and take as much time as you need, depending on whatever situation you're going through. And after you go through this grieving period, guys, you're going to feel a hell of a lot better, and you're going to be able to focus on your peace of mind and your happiness moving forward with a clear head as you're truly accepting yourself now moving forward, okay? All right, Aquarius, thank you guys so much for watching, man. I just don't feel like there's anything else to add to this. I feel like what Spirit really wanted to reiterate was you got to feel the heal. You got to focus on yourself here. You got to make sure you're accepting that side of yourself. You got to take a look at the, things that you're going through and make sure you're actually grieving. Stop fighting, focus on grieving, and then you'll move forward. I think that was kind of the main message coming in here. Of course, it's a general read, so if it doesn't resonate, no worries there. But if it does resonate, hopefully this message helped you, okay? Thank you guys so much for coming through. If you're new here, please do subscribe, and I will catch you guys in your next video, okay? Much love, my Aquarius gang. Have yourselves a good one, and remember, take as long as you need to grieve. It's totally okay to put a pause in your life right now, because by grieving and healing, that's what's going to get you to your peace of mind, okay? All right, Aquarius, I love y'all, and have yourselves a good one, okay? Peace.